Hey, how you doing today? My name is Relyea, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I want to talk about Hollow Knight and which ending is canon. And so, if you don't already know, we're going to get into spoilers here extremely quickly. So if you don't want spoilers, please click away. There are 5 different endings to Hollow Knight. And so the first one is defeating the Hollow Knight. So the ending is just called the Hollow Knight. And that's just by defeating the boss without the Void Heart Charm. The second ending is Sealed Siblings. You get that by obtaining the Void Heart Charm and then defeating the Hollow Knight, but not actually going into the Hollow Knight's dreams to fight the Radiance. The third ending is the Dream No More ending, where you get the Void Heart Charm, but then once you defeat the Hollow Knight, you actually go into his dreams, you make your way through, and you defeat the Radiance. The next 2 endings are part of the Godmaster DLC. So the first one is ending number 4, called Embrace the Void. So you defeat the Absolute Radiance in the Pantheon of Hallownest, and it goes through, it has its ending. And last but not least is the Embrace the Void Delicate Flower ending, and it changes up the cutscene just a little bit. And so all in all, what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of different endings that happen in Hollow Knight, and it kind of leaves things in a very, very different place. So what I did is I asked Mossbag. I said, hey Mossbag, which ending is canon? And of course he delivered right here. Only took him like a couple hours. He was on it. He had the receipts and everything. And Mossbag on Twitter said every ending and playthrough is canon. Here's Ari's words on the matter. So I will leave links to all this stuff down in the description below. And so this was in a Reddit AMA on Reddit a while ago. I don't know why I repeated myself saying it's Reddit. So Ari says here, all endings are equally canon. We're not into true endings. I get it. If quotes with one thing, is it like this, or is it true endings? You choose the path yourself. We'll do our best in all future Hollow Knight content to account for all of them. Saying that, Mr. Mushroom likely departs whether or not you see him off. So with Silksong coming soon, coming soon, who knows when Silksong's coming out or if it's still in development? That's neither here nor there. But if Silksong ever does release, and they are going to try to account for all of these different endings, how does Silksong work? The Hollow Knight ending leaves Hornet at full power, right? The Sealed Siblings leaves both Hornet and the Little Knight locked in the Black Egg Temple. The Dream No More ending leaves Hornet like in a weakened state, and who knows what happened to the Little Knight. He looks like he completely burst open, and he's like, who knows? Well, what does that mean for the Little Knight? The 2 Godmaster DLC endings end in an interesting way. They leave Hornet at full power, but then maybe she's fighting the Hollow Knight and all the infection's gone? I have no idea what's going on there. And all I'm trying to say is whether Hornet's at full power or she's in a weakened state or locked away in the Black Egg Temple, all of these endings are very, very different. And I think it's going to make it very hard to bring that together with how Silksong will begin. Because if it is a sequel, because of which one is ending is canon, it makes me think that Silksong has the potential to be a prequel, and that is only so then that way all of these endings can be accounted for. And so there's actually a little bit more information, not much, but a little bit more, because William also had left a comment on the same thing on Reddit and says, I guess our thinking here is that every player's playthrough is its own story and its own canon. So nothing is universally true or false. And so with that, it would make sense that any one of the endings is potentially canon, right? I get that. But Silksong has to fall in the timeline somewhere. Like, there has to be something that definitively took place if Silksong happens after Hollow Knight. Right? One of those endings has to become true in like the ultimate canon in order for Silksong to make sense. So hopefully, if Silksong is a sequel, we will get a definitive answer as to which ending is the true ending. If they don't want a true ending, then I think that Silksong becomes a prequel in that case. I don't know. What do you think about that? Also, last but not least, Mossbag had even more to share, and it was Team Cherry's AMA, like every single Team Cherry AMA question and answer for quick reference. And if we take a look here for canon, I was just like, what else is in here? What did they talk about for canon? So there's a question here, and it says Lurian and the Collector canon. William says everything not explicitly contradicted by the game can be canon if you close your eyes and imagine it. So Hornet is void.